Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. I hope your day is going good. Please let's share this video. Share, share, share. Invite somebody, tag somebody, do whatever you need to do. Yeah. Invite somebody, tag somebody. Yeah. And let's spread the love. Spread the love, spread the love, spread the love. We need to spread the love, okay? So, yeah. So I hope you guys having a good day. Everything's going good for you guys. So, yeah, today I'm going to talk about the third attribute of holism. It's very important. So there's seven of them. I went through two already, and this is the third one, and we have four more to go. So yeah. So today we're talking about health. Health is important, right? It's important for us to have a good health. The For some people it's important for them. Some people, they can still function without their having good health. They can still do amazing things, but it's very important. The most important thing is to be healthy, right? Everybody need to be healthy. Some people cannot operate as much as they want to do due to some medical condition, backache and stuff like that. But that's not supposed to limit you, right? Because a lot of people have backache, they have joints pain, or so they tend to get into a depression mood because they want to do so much, but the back is limiting them, the joint pain is limiting them, some kind of injury is limiting them for them to live to their highest potential or whatever they want to be, right? So it's limiting them. Some people are passionate about something, but because of their health they cannot do it. All that kind of stuff, okay? So they want to keep working. A lot of people are off work today because they want to work, but because of their health they cannot go to work, right? So they kind of limited. They Unfortunately their health prevents them from achieving their plan, right? You need to be a mission person. Everybody need to be a mission person, okay? A lot of people cannot fulfill their mission properly, or enjoy the process of implementing it, because all their attention is focused on their own poor physical condition. Okay, well, I will really, 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 really like to do this, but I am sick, I'm this. They make up excuses, okay? Lot of people, but at the same time, there are a lot of people in the world today. Hey, there are a lot of people. You're healthy, at least. You have your limbs. You have your hand you can use. You have your legs you can use. You have your mouth that you can talk. You have a lot of things. Because today I see a lot of videos of people that have disability and what they can do. And I'm wondering what us, including myself, why can't I do amazing things? Like I have everything functioning, but yet I'm not doing anything. But they're having results. They're doing even with their limitation. One example that I will give you is this guy, Nick. Nick. I don't know how to say his last name. Vojotic or Vojukic or something like that. Nick. He has no limb. No limb. He was born with no limb at all. But if you see the amazing work that guy is doing for Jesus, you'll be like, wow, why can't I do that? Because we are trying to limit ourselves. Well, I'm not healthy enough. I have a backache. You have all these excuses for you not to work for God, or for you not to live to your full potential. Or some people in Africa will say, well, because I'm in Africa, I don't have all the resources, but there are a lot of resources there that you can do amazing things in the world. But we want everybody else to do the work for us. We just want to sit down and relax and do absolutely nothing. And God has given us two hands that we can use. You have your leg, you can walk, you can do. You have eyes, you can see. You have ears, you can hear. But yet you are doing absolutely nothing. You're never adding value into the society. Instead, you're causing more problem. But yet, there are people like Nick that has no limp at all, but is going all over the world, is preaching gospel. That does not allow him to, his limp does not limit him for him not to do amazing things for God. He goes and he preaches the gospel. He speaks to a lot of people. He go to schools and speak to people. He motivates people. Even though he was born with this disease that left him with that left him without all his four limbs. And yet we're complaining. And yet we are just living what kind of life? You will be envy of his health and energy. I envy of that guy health and energy. He has so much energy, even though he doesn't have any limbs. But he's doing amazing things. He taught himself how to do amazing things. He learned how to walk. He taught himself how to swim. He even taught himself how to operate the computer. And here we are just complaining and we are just nagging that, well, the government has to provide this for me. The government have to do this. The government have to do this. Okay, the government is not doing. What are you going to do about it? What are you actually going to do if the government cannot provide you those things? And you have two hands, you have two legs, you have eyes that you can see, you can smell. There are people that are limited, but yet they are accomplishing so much things. This guy thought himself all of this thing. Walk, swim. He is married. He have kids. He have visited 45 or maybe 50 countries giving motivational speaking at schools and university, you name it. He have even written a book. He have his own TV show. He have no limbs. No limbs. He's doing amazing. What are we doing? We're sleeping. We are sleeping. This guy, he does not feel defeated, or he does not feel like he's healed or he cannot do anything. He's going to learn himself and he's doing it. He can swim. He does snowboarding. You can see his video. You can go on him. You can Google him and see all the amazing things that he's doing. I even post a video on my Facebook channel about him. He makes fun of himself. That is how it's supposed to be in life. But today, now, we cannot do that. People think in order to start something significant in their life, they have to be absolutely fit. Nope, you don't have to. There is a lot of people in the world that have accomplished a lot of things that they are not physically fit. For example, Nick will not have just to be happy, but he won't even able to grade himself at the level 3, 4, or 5. But he learned to not just be happy, but he managed to turn his limitation into advantage. It's like, hey, wow, I'm going to do something. There are a lot of people. You all know so much names of people, like this other guy, Bentove, if I'm saying his name right. There is even the President Franklin Roosevelt. He also has some kind of disability, but he was a president. And many others, they have proven that they can be happy in the fulfillment of their mission, even if they are not far from being fit or healthy. There are a lot of people. There is this other lady, can't remember the name right now. She was blind, but she does so amazing things in the world. So don't let you have everything functioning for you. Don't be limiting yourself. Say, wow, and you have to wait for somebody to do something for you. But you go and do something. Find your mission. What is your mission here on earth? And go and do it. Live and be happy. Nobody else can make you happy but yourself. So these people, this is what holism is all about. Because even with their disability, they find something to be happy about. They're living a happy life. They're not saying, "Oh well, Nick is not saying, well, God, he prayed about it. He prayed about it. God, give me legs and arm." But he didn't stop there. It's like, well, even if you don't give me legs and arm, I'm still gonna love you. But some people today, they are so mad at God. Say, God, why did you let this happen to me? We blame God for everything. But sometimes it's our fault that these things happen to us, but we blame it. We just need to find somebody to blame. You, it's your fault. God, it's your fault. You allow, I have this disease. I have this backache. I have, hey, I'm going to share a story with you. Myself, I was, I was involved in car accident. Is it 4 years ago now? I was involved in a car accident 4 years ago. Okay. I was mad because I was living a life. I was happy. I think I was happy anyway. And I was making money and blah, 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 and everything. Everything was going good. And all of a sudden, the accident happened. My world turned around 360. I was like, what am I going to do? My back, the accident affected my back. And the work that I'm doing, I need my back to work. So I can't work. I can't live anymore because now I can't, because I am suffering. I can't do my work. I need my back for my work. But then God, like sitting and thinking and oh my God. But now I am more happier than even when I was working. Because I'm doing so much thing now. And that was like a wake-up call for me. That was a wake-up call. And then I realized that, hey, even though I can do that one job, but I can do so many more jobs have opened up for me to do. Because I was limiting myself to one job. It's like, well, my world is over. I can't do that job anymore. Not thinking that, hey, you can do so much. You can do so much. And I'm doing so much. More than what I was doing when my back was 100% better. That is how we're supposed to live our life. So these people are Nick, Frank Roosevelt, Beethoven. These people manage to become happy by them maximizing the use of the little that they have been given. The little that have been given to you, you need to maximize it. Because the small that become big, there is a process in life that you need to go through. These people have turned it into their advantages so that the entire world will say they have made what seems impossible possible. They have done it. Things that, well, it's impossible. How are you doing it? But they are doing it. They're doing it. So what's your complaint? What is your complaint? What are you complaining about? You have everything working for you. You have eyes you can see. You have mouth you can talk. You have ears you can hear. You have your legs you can use it. You have your hands you can use it. So what are you complaining about? But there are a lot of people out there in the world that have no limbs but doing amazing things. They have no eyes, but they're doing amazing things. They cannot hear, but they are doing amazing things. They're impacting the world. So what's your excuse that you cannot affect the world? You cannot impact the world. You are crying of your limitations. You're waiting for a savior, not realizing that you can be a savior to somebody else. So Beethoven created his own best work when he was completely deaf. When he's completely deaf, best work he did. He said that the highest destination of a man is persistent in overcoming the hardest obstacle. Because your hardest obstacle, when you overcome it, then you are at your highest. So, how, question for you, how do you assess the state of your health today? How do you assess your state of your health? How about in a role in the fullness of your mission? How can you assess it? Can you still work? Can you still do something? Yes, you can. And nothing should limit you. Don't limit yourself. A lot of people are too focused on their health that prevents them from starting to move forward or to go somewhere. They focus, wow, I have so much pain. But even Steve Jobs, let's go to Steve Jobs for a minute. Steve Jobs, he had cancer. You know how painful cancer is. You can have a lot of pain. But that guy, even though he was on his deathbed, he was still working. That's how committed he was. Even though he was going through pain, he's like, cancer cannot limit me to function. I will still work. He will work, even though he was sick, he was going through pain, but he was still producing. Because for a generation to enjoy, that all of us are enjoying today, even though he's no more. So that is what's supposed to be our priority. Hey, create something that generation can the generation to come can benefit from it. Even though you die, you're gone, people still remember you. Say, thank God for Billy Coker. Thank God for Tagbo. Like all these people, Emmanuel. Thank God for that person. Somebody will thank you one day, and somebody will remember you one day, saying that. Thank God for that person, because of that person, my life is the way it is today. I thank God because you want somebody to thank you, even though when you're in the grave, your body will be shivering there. Say, somebody's calling my name. People keep calling your name all over the world. Not even if not all over the world, even in your community, that even when you're gone, your community will miss you. Even when you left your workplace will miss you. Do something that somebody will miss you once you're gone. But don't do something that people won't even notice that you were gone, or they miss you at all. Say, thank God that person left. I can't handle that person. But let them miss you. Say, wow, I wish that person was here. Every day, somebody will be grateful for you. Don't make your health limit you. So if your score is high, consider what acceptance minimum score you can afford to have when you're grading yourself. You need to be still joyful. You need to be content, happy. Holism is the state of being content with a little, not big. When you have little, you're content with you, you're happy. Oh, I'm in my Africa. I'm happy within my Africa. I don't have to go America in order for me to be happy. I don't have to go Canada in order for me to be happy. I don't have to go to Europe in order for me to be happy. I'm still happy while I'm still here in my Africa, in my one-bedroom house, in my whatever mud house, whatever you find yourself, you are still happy and content in that situation. That is what holism is all about. Not, I'm just going to wait till I got that $1,000,000 before I can be happy. Well, you're going to wait for a very long time, Mickey, because that $1,000,000 may never come. So you will be living for 20 years, 10 years, 15 years unhappy, waiting for that one day. That one day might never come. So you're going to die being unhappy instead of you being happy right now with a little that you have. People show words of discon- and discontentment. They grumble about their health. How many people grumble about health? They grumble about their health. Oh, I can't do this because of this. I can do that. I can't. They grumble about their health. But there are people that are actually disabled that can actually grumble about their health, but they are not grumbling at all. But yet you have your limbs, you're not happy. But there is a man that have no limbs, but he's living to his full potential. He's living to his full potential. So I'm gonna end by why not end this part, and then I'm gonna give you some work to do. So a question for you: if you have a good health, can you learn to use it as a point of support? It's a question for you. If you have a good health, can you learn to use it as a point of support? Which will help you to fulfill that mission and replace those qualities which you don't have. Because when you use that point of support, you learn to use the point of support. It will help you to fulfill your mission and you replace those qualities which you don't have. Okay? So, another question for you. Your health leaves much to be desired, right? But you don't focus on it because you are busy with your mission you love. Yes or no? Or are you the person that refused opportunity or new projects and trip because of your health? It's like, wow, I can't do that project. I can't do that because my health. Have you? Or do you say, my health cannot limit me? I'm still going to do that project. I'm still going to take that opportunity. No matter what my health is, I'll have to deal with it. Or God has to deal with that. Or whatever. So, another question for you. If your health is bad, then what are you going to do about it? Can you not think about anything else because your health is bad? Or are you trying to move on because your life is not over yet? What would you do in this situation? Another question for you. Have you ever never think that your health is a resource and a thing of value? Or can one cannot be happy to perform one's mission if one's health is failed because your health is not in a good condition, so you cannot be happy because you don't have good health? And final question. Do you think that health can be performed for achievement? Do you think health can be performed as achievement? Answer these questions. Questions that you need to think about. And while you're thinking about those questions and you bring an answer to it, also there's an assignment for you to do. You can do it before the next show tomorrow. And this will be one, number one question, just three. Number one, stay alone and talk to yourself. You need to stay alone, talk to yourself. Go in a quiet place, talk to yourself. Ask yourself, how can I take into account my physical ability? Do something to bring me closer to my goal day by day. Talk to yourself loud. Ask yourself this question: how to take into account your physical ability, or how your physical ability in it, and what can you do to bring you closer to your goal, to your mission, day by day. Two, map out your day and find an hour or two before going to bed or in the morning. Either you do it at nighttime if nighttime is more easier for you, or morning is more easier for you, when you should be devoting only to your goal and your family. An hour or two. You can do 1 hour. Just devote it to your goal and to your family. That's number two. Number three, you need to analyze and find where you could save some time without wasting it or shadow on unnecessary things. Then you will understand that you can engage in important affairs without damaging your health. Because there are a lot of people are time wasters. They will waste time. They know how to waste time. So now go analyze, find ways that you can save some of this time. Say, hey, do I really need to do this? Do I need to really involve in these things? If you don't really need to, it's not part of your mission. It's not part of your goal. Scrap it. Say, now I'm going to save this time. I'm going to use this time for something valuable, something that is going to impact knowledge in me, something that is going to do great things for me, for my nation, for my community, for whatever it is. So, yeah. So that's that for today. And I hope you guys learned something. I'm hoping you'll learn something. And if you do learn something, please do share it to somebody else, because somebody else need this information. Somebody else need to learn this information just as you have learned it. Because the more people learn it, the more we spread this information, and everybody are on the same page, thinking the same way, thinking the same thought, the more we're going to impact the world, because the world needs good people, because the bad people are kind of overtaking the world. So we need to start putting some light in some people, firing them up, fire up, so we can overcome the bad people. We can overcome darkness, because our light's supposed to be shining wherever we go. The more we shine our light, the more we do that, the more we take over, and we can flip things around, and good things are going to start happening in the world, because we have the potential, we have the ability, we have everything it takes for that to happen. We just need other people to know that, because a lot of people don't know that. But if they know that, say, hey, I don't have to wait for the government. I don't have to wait for so and so. I can do it. I can find ways to do it and make it happen. It's not going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy living, easy peasy. It's going to be hard, but you know your mission. You know it for a purpose. You know it's important that you do that. So you're going to take all it, you're going to do whatever it takes for it to happen, and not giving up. So thank you guys so much. And you guys have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day, wherever you might be watching from, all over the world. So I'm going to leave you guys for now, but I will be back tomorrow again. So you guys have good night, good evening, good morning, whatever it is. And God bless you. And peace for now. Bye.